All right, everybody, listen, we're back over here at SHOT Show 2020 at the Riton Optics booth with our good friend Jeremiah Alexander, the man who's responsible for the design of most of the products on the line, or at least so I've been told. Jeremiah is going to give us a little showcase of some of what they have new this year. I understand there's a lot to look at.
There is a lot, yes, sir. Well, again, thanks for having us. I appreciate you.
Anytime.
So, essentially, when people were coming to us and asking, how do you buy an optic, I would say, what do you want to do with it? And how much money do you have to spend, right? So eventually we decided that's how we were going to set up our system. So we have a primal line for hunting, a tactics line for tactical, and a conquer line for long-range precision shooting. Within that line, we have an X1, X3, X5, X7. X1 will be your entry-level optic, and X7's kind of all the bells and whistles.
Okay.
So that's it. I want a hunting optic. This is how much money I have to spend, and then we can get into the minutia of the details there. But we've also added integrated throw levers to everything this year. So you can pull these out, you can put a plug in, awesome. We've added a whole bunch of zero stops. So we got a lot of first focal plane, a lot of zero stops, a lot of big magnification. That's what everybody wants, right?
Right.
High magnification, Christmas tree reticles, illuminated, zero stops, 34 mil tubes. We got a bunch of that. I'd like to show a couple off to you, actually.
Absolutely, we'd love to see.
One I'm really excited about is our X5 Tactics. It's a 1:6 by 24. So this is an illuminated first focal plane scope. The reticle in here's got a lot of math in it. It's made for tactical work. So it's made for ranging man-sized targets.
Right.
So it's got a lot of really cool math in there. Illumination from 1:6, on, off, in between in that one. That's, as always, Japanese HD glass. This one's final assembled in Japan as well. This one was a surprise to me. We went to some riders events, and this 1:8 by 24, it's in the $400 price range, map pricing. It's a second focal plane 1:8. It does come in the FDE or the black like everything else.
I was going to say that I don't know if it picks up on camera, but this FDE is
it's pretty sick.
it's really, it looks like you could reach into it. It's got a velvety look to it. It's really attractive.
We're excited. We're hoping to do some other options like this in the future. We'll see how well this one goes. One of the other things, like you mentioned, these are all proprietary reticles this year. So we made all these ourselves. You mentioned someone said I made them, but I like to think I took all the feedback from all the people and I just like scrunched it into reticles.
They brought you ingredients.
And we put it in. Yeah, they threw in the ingredients. Yeah, and I put that together. We've got some insane optics, guys. We've got a X7 Conquer. This is a 3:18 by 50, 46 mils of internal adjustment. That's, if you're an m.o.a guy, that's like 120 m.o.a.
Right.
So just some amazing features and all these things. This one's HD ED glass, so that's the extra low dispersion glass.
Right.
Really hot. And I forgot to mention in the beginning, as always, we're a veteran law enforcement owned company.
Yes.
Family owned company. So we're looking for support from all our veterans out there, all the law enforcement, and our logo, I see the difference. We really just ask people to come and look through the scope.
Yeah, it's amazing when you go over to an optics booth with whoever it is, and you can always pick out that one person that picks up one of the rifles or the stocks off the and they look through it. You can automatically tell where the quality is by the response of the people looking through it. Because you can have an optics guy here or there, and you look through and you're like, oh, okay, look, it's the ceiling. When you see somebody pick it up and go, oh wow, that's the ceiling.
Yeah.
There is a clear difference, so to speak. And we understand you guys also have RMR cut red dot?
Yeah, I brought one here with me. So
well, isn't that convenient?
Yes, just happen to have one. So it is an RMR style sight with a 3 m.o.a red dot. We did change the battery to a top load. A lot of these sights you have to pull it off to put a new battery in.
Right.
Well, then you got to re-zero. There's issues there. So this one's nice. You don't have to pull your sight off to put a new battery in. It's about 30,000 hours of battery life, 6 settings. It also auto shut off, so 4-hour auto shut off on that guy. This one's been really hot. It also has, if you notice, some backup sights. So if your dot went out, you would have some sights here to back up co-witness here. So that's kind of a cool feature. I mean, other than that, it's just simple and easy, which is what works.
What's your MSRP on something like that?
MSRP on this guy, I think, is around like $260, something like that.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's a really.
And we know it's
well-priced
coming
optic.
from this company, so it's going to be durable. It's going to hold up.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing that you've seen rapid growth in Riton. And the reason you have is we've had these optics, and they're at a really reasonable price, so people are not thinking they're going to be as good as they are. So it doesn't take much time before people look through the optics and they're like, I'm getting a deal on this optic. So the booth's bigger every year. We get more people every year. You've been coming every year, so we appreciate you. But yeah, totally new line, a lot of new optics. Go to ritonoptics.com. We have video tutorials on the reticles on how to use them. We have reticle manuals. We have manuals for the scope. Education is a big part this year. I want someone, one, to buy the right scope, and two, to know how to use it, so that they feel like they're getting the most out of the scope.
I mean, I always feel like I always need to be re-educated on scopes every time, because I'll sit there with boxes of ammunition trying to get myself zeroed in, because I don't understand the mechanics that go into something like this. I say if I can't fix it with a hammer, I don't want it. Well, this is already fixed.
Right.
I just need my teacher to come in and show me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. Having the ability to go online, get that tutorial, that's a service you're not getting with a lot of other companies.
No, you're not, and it's a very personalized service. The other thing is just the service calls. You guys know about our unlimited lifetime warranty,
yes.
right? It's kind of an OBS warranty. If something goes wrong, you send it in. We just send you a new scope. Okay, it's not a refurbished scope. We send you a new one. It's a 48-hour turnaround. So we're helping people all the time. And what I've noticed is I'll get a lot of phone calls. About 1 in 10 people that call might actually send a scope back. So that's where the education piece came in for me.
Right.
They didn't know exactly how the scope functioned, and so they didn't feel like they had the right scope. And we talk a little bit, and then boom, they realize what they got. So.
Well, there you go. That saves you guys from having to worry about sending out a new scope, and it proves to them that, well, maybe I didn't know as much as I thought I did.
Well, we just want people to be happy with what they're getting, for sure. So that's the new lineup in a nutshell. But keep following us. Lots of cool stuff coming too.
Well, there you go. You know where to find them. Their links are going to be below. And like I said, I know these guys personally. Their stuff is going to be on my 300 Win Mag by the end of the summer, because we have a little project we're working out. But I need somebody to tell me which one I need. So we're going to work on that today.
I got you.
Jeremiah, thank you very much, my friend.
Yes.
You guys be safe, shoot straight.
For this democracy is you and me. We're the refounders, saddle up, let's ride. Now we're the real Americans. Please stand up. No more hiding your face in the sand.